I shall not be reading for Tim Scott, South Carolina, Republican Senator. Please show me the current energy for Tim Scott, the Scott family, out of South Carolina. Please show me the Scotts out of South Carolina. Tim Scott, the Scotts. Struggle on the road. Cope. Spirit, please show me Tim Scott. Archangel Michael, protect me. Tim Scott, you're a false person. You're impersonating my bloodline. The Scotts out of South Carolina. This came out instant. The Scotts are false people. They are forging my bloodline that they have as identities. Please show me this. Please show me Tim Scott, Scott's current energy. Current energy. The Scots are jealous and they feel good about the dismemberments that they've been creating after these so-called affairs with my bloodline. You know, it's been the trend, right? Everybody claims to have an affair with the royal, you know, but it's really they're creating AI after they take us out and dismember us and bill it to insurance, right? Yeah, with these cults, you know, the Suicide Squad out here claiming that we committed suicide, but they're really out here dismembering us. What I said, this cult that's been out here creating AI, I can't make this shit up. They've been creating AI, acting as if they're us, posing as us. This is the war of the reptilians. And they skip court because they're evil. This is the war of the reptilians skipping court because they know what they've been doing. This is the war of the false people and the reptilians coming up against my bloodline. They're jealous because they skipped court and they had to because they perjured. Correct. And they don't have the crypto that they need to be giving back after they've been dismembering my bloodline with these fake affairs, creating AI and billing the insurance and stealing our crypto. They don't have it to give back, so they skipped court, right, over greed. That's what they were having these affairs for, evidently. They're no longer able to abuse any more children on these Epstein trips, and there's communication about that. There's been communication about the abuse in Arizona in the desert, underwater in our empire. There's been communication about the treason these celebrities have been committing against the royals for market manipulation and our healing, and the murder and suicide upon my grandmother and my grandfather. They did this out of egotism because they're serial killers. The Scotts, Tim Scott, out of South Carolina, Republicans. They've been committing treason, and there's communication about the market manipulation they've been attaining falsely through siphoning our energy through these freak-offs. They ran the same game down from my grandmother down to her children, down to her grandchildren. It's all for our healing energy, market manipulation. These celebrities are the porn industry, child porn industry. They're traffickers. They attain children's destinies by entrapping them the same way they did us. Murdering and suicide over our healing energy that the world needs, that we were created for. Assassinations. They're taking my children to the end of the road where the tunnels are and strangulating them. After they do their freak offs, then they kill them. And then they bring them to the tunnels underwater to our empire that was left to us. They're out here killing children. The Scots out of South Carolina. I left it open for you. They're using mind control, my child.
My God, bro. Why do you want me to come inside for? I don't want to hear your voice.
See? They take them to the tunnels underwater. That's just the Williams. You know, CIA Williams, Tony Felicia Williams, James Stewart Jr., and their kids. Rhonda Williams Jackson, Myra Michelle Williams, Justin J. Williams. Yeah, they can no longer use mind control. The Scots, along with the secret society that's been serial killing my children out of our bloodline, out of my grandmother's bloodline, and then assuming themselves as false people, strangulating my children. That's their treason. Scots, Tim Scott. You can no longer do any body fakes. Scots, this was an inside job and they're no longer at a crossroads with these Republicans that they're out here politicking for. There's a timeline issue. Distractions is what they want to cause because of the power supply they've got in Anchorage, Alaska, that they deemed as suicide inside of the tunnels, and that was a success. Now there is no more blackmail on these freak-offs, these false imprisonments, these false flags. It's really just trafficking. That's exactly what happened to us in there, and there's evidence of it all over the dark web. Every imprisonment that they did was really trafficking myself, my husband, our family that they had us. They were committing homicides and deaths upon us, trafficking us while in prison, falsely altered warrants, false doctors' reports, false documentation, identity theft, identity fraud. Every one of these actors they got from Hollywood, they paid through our trafficking, the market manipulation they received off of it, and our assets they were stealing illegally. They have illegal court admin, illegal court-ordered wiretaps, and they're all false caregivers. This is the collapse. Gaia's collapsing this completely. All these life insurance policies that these cops got with the government to use bioweapons on our military children and then to bill it to life insurance after they chop them up. The government contracted them. The government contracted the Scots to use bioweapons on my children, on my royal military children. And then it was law enforcement. Law enforcement was contracted by the government to use bioweapons on my military children, dismember them, and then bill it to life insurance, bill it to the insurance. Along with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine, who've been kidnapping missing children with his organized crimes of perversion. The Scotts want to run away from all the perversion they've been displaying. It's a false flag about the deep state. They really faked our death. They really faked our death. In these trances, myself, Tony Felicia Williams caused me a car accident 10/9/2017, and they faked my death. After the surgery, the neck surgery, they had me at the Sheridan, and the fake caregiver that they attained helped them traffic me. And they did freak-offs that night, and they made it seem as if I committed suicide. They created AI. And they did the same thing with my husband inside the jail. They got people to assault him the same way they did me. And they faked his death in there, made it seem like he killed himself in there after a jail fight. It was them sending in their people that they've been sharing correspondence with through mail letters. Patrice has them. Wiretaps of hits from prison. They faked their deaths. They've been poisoning us at the home. At all of these Jeffrey Epstein trafficking neighborhoods, they've been trafficking us. They've been poisoning us at these homes, giving us drugs. And now Tim Scott and his parental figures and his spouse are all fired. This is the Scotts. Tim Scott, South Carolina. Now he wants revenge. Because he can't go on any more secret trips. And do any more of these rituals and these freak-offs, because these motherfuckers are disgusting, and he's keeping this shit top secret. He's got to clean up all this trafficking and these natural disasters that they created for us aliens while they were marriage trafficking and having us kidnapped, while they lied and said that they dismembered us, but not before they said that we committed suicide, which is why they're doing mind control, to make it appear as if we are schizo when it's them, all these false couples, yes, that attain money off of these fake marriage contracts, off of our forged identities, Jaira Tejeda and Jose A. Tejeda. 04/01/86, 04/16/81. And there's witness to these couples that was using mind control and getting paid for it, for trafficking us. And these false imprisonments, these freak-offs, they bring some of us alive. The secret is they're holding us in the mountains and taking us to outer space, right? Tim Scotts, he's not in fear about these breakups. He got a secret in Arizona, in the desert. He's lying about it. And he's sad because he's a thief. And everybody knows it. The Scotts, him, his parents, his spouse, everything that came with the Scotts out of South Carolina. Yes, look, no female thief. Man-made disaster, no female thief. It's not a female, it's Tim Scott. This is Tim Scott out of South Carolina. He's hiding the fact that he is gay. And he's got a real weird obsession with children, you know, molesting them. Now he's sad because of the truth that's coming out. and the New World Order stealing all of our love energy through these portals. My intuition flows like water. It's this fake news. It's fake news that their intuition runs like water. Look, they came out, New World Order, love, intuition. I'm letting you know. They've been stealing our love energy also, I'm letting you know, in our underwater kingdoms, in our underwater empire. I'm trying to tell you, and they're taking us out, assassinating us. The fake news is that we have mental health issues. That would be them, especially with them going in through the wormhole and coming back and doing it all over again. And my cabin with the military that's trying to assume our positions, our destinies, who've been forging our identities. And that's their secret weapon, is the military. And these Democrats that they've been working with at the beach to cause beach fires. To those who are trapped, they're trapped in debt from these neighborhoods. And all the frauding that they've been doing in these Jeffrey Epstein trafficking neighborhoods, and then they call it weird science. Tim Scott, you're a fucking liar, Tim Scott. It makes him happy, him and his weak ass family, to defraud us and to chop us up and to throw us in the river. False families and meeting up about power, yes. They can no longer struggle with us through these crimes of passion. We're alive. This is work that they did with an accomplice in crime. And they did the devil's work. They're angry right now. Tim Scott's angry. He's kicking up drama now. You know, because he's a drama queen. He doesn't want the burials to show up on social media. Too late, they already have. All these strangulations and this BDSM after you killed my grandmother and all of her children. After you've been out here faking deaths for our hidden keys, creating accidents for us, so you can steal our hidden keys, and it's been caught on camera. These strangulations and these burials of my family. These fake burials as well, because some of these cult members are still living with certain family members that are still alive. They should have checked and made sure. Work burials, serial killers. These families don't want this out on social media. All the bodies that they chopped up in the landfill, all this corruption. In the wooded areas, when they went to go and date these children and go through their portals, right? And steal their gifts. The affluent, and then they go and throw out government-controlled media because they're drama queens, drama kings. And they're disgusting and perverted. Now they don't want to be evil. They see this intergalactic travel. Yes, they were Pizzagating, yes, with the caregiver for our water supply and traveling to go and do it to every single one of our children. This is disgusting. And I find Tim Scott guilty of every single charge. Tim Scott, you are to attain the death penalty, the maximum per each count. Archangel Michael, delete the Scotts. Tim Scott, out of the book of the living. They are never to return and reincarnate here on this planet or any other planet. They are to return to their black hole, into their non-existence. Archangel Michael, blast that Kundalini fire. Destroy the Scotts, Tim Scott, to ash. Vaporize the Scotts. In the name of Gaia, so mote it be instantly, immediately, indefinitely. So mote it be, and so it is. Ashe, ashe, ashe.